Well, hello, LinkedIn, Zev, Max. How you doing? Hope everyone out there is having a really great day so far. Um, Surprise for us, and well wishes to Jessica. I know for everyone out there watching, and Zev, we were planning to hop on with Jessica, but it sounds like she is feeling a little under the weather, so we're sending her our best wishes and prayers. Really excited once she's back in the saddle. We'll be continuing the live with her. But today we've got a special surprise cooking. Here joining us from our team, Max Rose, one of the technical geniuses, but who does a lot of the work behind the scenes. And then, of course, Zeev Wexler, the LinkedIn OG champion of all. But really pleased you guys could join me today. LinkedIn has always been a special place for me, in not only in networking, but also just education and learning. You know, I've made so many LinkedIn sales nav lists; it would make you sick. But both of you have such unique experience. I'm really excited to hear more. Let's start with you. Can you share with our audience a little bit about your background and really what drove you to become, an expert in top voice, and we'll kind of go from there.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, my background really lies with at Wexler. It was a lot more of kind of just getting my hands on everything I could, and I kind of got the opportunity to make Zev a top voice, and Zev became a top voice. And after that, I started helping a lot more people, a lot more industry legends. And I mean, it became honestly, a top voice expert is a humbling acknowledgement of my efforts, because it's providing valuable and actionable content. And it's all about consistency. It's all about authenticity. And it's mainly the desire to help others and navigate their journeys. And I think that's really where my background lies is a lot more of just kind of the desires to help out people. And I mean, the honor to help out someone like Zev Wexler, the honor to help out a lot of other industry legends is extremely humbling.
Absolutely, man. And I've got to get my name on that short list queue. Yeah, I think that's something you could be able to help me
Of
out with for
course, of
sure.
course,
What
yeah.
does that process look like in terms of time frame and all that?
I mean, the process usually takes about it
So
varies.
I don't think anybody's interested about the process, guys. So what is a top voice? Like you guys are talking about the process. What is it? What is it?
Yeah, a top voice it's an emblem that says you're an expert in this field. You could be Zev is an expert in AI. I help someone be an expert in sales strategy.
So you
Um,
don't help anybody become an expert. Let's start with that.
no, 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 no,
People are
no.
experts. So
The people are
what
already
we
experts.
do,
Yeah.
hold on one second. So what we do is we don't help people become experts. People are experts. Okay, we help the world see their expertise on the one platform that really matters in business. Okay, so um, let's talk about like some real nitty gritty things. Who wouldn't want to be known as a world expert in something? Okay, Daniel, if you were the top 10 people experts in partnerships and business development in the world, would that be a designation you put up front to people?
Absolutely, without question.
I know you're an amazing writer, an amazing technician. If you would have had like the top LinkedIn writer in the world designation, would that help you, Max?
Yeah.
Okay, so we deal with
Absolutely.
marketing. Marketing is a game of exposure, right? And attention. Now, how do you get exposure and attention? You put stuff in front of people that puts you as an expert. Now, we can't make anybody experts. Okay, that's all the people there. You guys have worked your whole life to become experts. Okay, but what LinkedIn is allowing us to do with this LinkedIn Top Voice is to show the world that you guys are the top echelon of what it is that you're doing. Okay, so we're not creating experts, we're just showing their expertise to the world. Now, Daniel, I have a storm coming out here. If you guys hear noises or some stuff is happening with my connection, let me know. Before we continue on, I want to say something about Jessica. Jessica is an incredible, knowledgeable, amazing person that we can't wait to have back. I know a lot of the guests here wanted to see Jessica. We'll give you a lot of value, but Jessica, please feel better. And we're truly, truly looking forward to getting you back on track here. And we're going to definitely do that. Now, Max, you came into LinkedIn. Can you tell me what LinkedIn is for you?
So I mean, out of college, it was a platform that was basically, you needed to do that to be a candidate for a job. That's what they told me. So when I came out of college, the first thing I did was set up a LinkedIn account. And I did that, and I was just kind of like, who cares? Who really cares about LinkedIn? You know, like nobody, I'm not going to get a job from LinkedIn. No one really looks at LinkedIn. It's just another social media platform. And as I used it more, I realized, okay, this is where I can find jobs. This is where I can communicate with industry legends. This is where I can talk to anybody who can help me out with my future. That's what LinkedIn is to me. LinkedIn is a platform for somebody's future, and somebody to be known as, you know, a candidate for a position and something they want to do, and something even if they don't want to do. You know, I came out of college and I wanted to do writing, and then I realized, look at everything LinkedIn has to offer. Look at all of these opportunities that I can, you know, venture out to see, and then I could see who is the CEO of this business. You know, I could see all of their credentials. I could see how serious they are about their work, how intense they are, and how professional the atmosphere will be. And I feel out of college, that was my first experience to kind of the professional world.
That is awesome.
Very neat.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So this is interesting, guys. I just thought about this, but Daniel, can you share with the world how you and I met?
Well, absolutely, man. I don't think many people will be surprised to hear that it was through LinkedIn. And like a lot of the lasting relationships I built, it was, it all started just from a casual conversation. And, we kind of built things that would have been almost 4 years ago, back like pre-pandemic. We connected on LinkedIn. And I think to Max's point, there's so much more. It's not just a resume. But when you start being active on LinkedIn, so many doors open up, and I really think you get out of it what you put in, especially in terms of building relationships.
So tell the story. How did you and I meet?
Oh yeah, okay. You're gonna make me tell the story. So I was prospecting Zev. I was trying to sell him on something, and he was impressed with the approach that we took at the time enough to give me 15 minutes, and instantly we clicked, and there was no fit in working together with that particular offer. But what we ended up getting from that call was so much more valuable than a sales conversation. Real connection, trust, and credibility. And now we've done so much more together than I could have even thought possible. And all of it grows just from that little seed. And so, yeah, like I said, I've made so many sales nav lists, and Zev was on one of those lists 4 years ago.
So you and I met years ago. We became friends on LinkedIn, and now we work together on a minute by minute, daily, weekly, weekends. We do so much together, but we were friends on LinkedIn for years. And one thing you didn't tell is you impressed me. I didn't have a need of what you were doing, but I sent you referrals.
Yep, absolutely.
So this is something beautiful because LinkedIn is a reciprocity type community. Okay, if you help others, they'll help you. Okay, like this is so awesome. Max, how did you and I meet?
Hey, we met through LinkedIn. We met because I saw a job listing and I said Wexler Marketing, and I looked through Wexler Marketing, and then we got to talking, and it was all through LinkedIn.
So, but tell us, you applied for a position to actually be my executive assistant, correct?
Yeah, executive assistant, correct.
But you live in LA, I live in Florida. I'm a mess, and I needed somebody to be like right here. So I told you, I like you, but I can't hire you for that. So what happened then?
So then we came to an agreement, and you actually asked me, you say, I like your talents and I see you're creative. Let's find a position for you and let's see what you can do. And through that, we made a very, very professional relationship, while also, getting to know each other at a friendly kind of level, and it was amazing. We had the interview in January, in December actually, and I started working in January. And right from the start, Zev was saying, Max, you and I are like brothers. And at first I'm like, okay, cool. I'm just jumping into a virtual relationship. And then a month passed and I'm like, oh, this virtual relationship is a brother. It's something stronger than just, oh, over LinkedIn, you know? And that all came through LinkedIn. I think that's incredible. Now that I'm even saying it, it's just coming to my mind right now. That's amazing.
So it really is. And Zev, sorry to cut you off, but I'd really like to hear from you. I mean, you've got such a vast experience in this. What could you share with us a couple of your own personal stories, not just about the power of LinkedIn, but more specifically Top Voice, right? This little badge. How powerful has that been? And could you share some personal stories of how that has affected your LinkedIn activity?
Okay, so this is really, really crucial. Before we even go that, LinkedIn is incredible, okay? And the reason LinkedIn is incredible and the reason that I completely don't understand how people are not on LinkedIn like glue is this is the first time ever, ladies and gentlemen, the first time ever that almost every millionaire, every decision maker of a business is sitting in one pond, okay? That's the pond I want to go fishing in, all right? Forget fishing. That's the pond I want to make friends in. All right. That's the pond I want to help others to like grow. So LinkedIn is a place where everybody sits in. Now, let me see if I can pull up maybe my LinkedIn profile. I think that's going to be helpful. Let's see here. Do you guys mind if I share my LinkedIn profile?
Not at all. Go for it, Zev.
All right. Let me share. Up. Let me know if you guys can see my screen.
Oh, nothing yet.
Here we go.
There it is.
Okay. Now it's actually showing us because we're doing a live, which is kind of funny. So let me scroll through this. Up. Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Can you guys see better now? No. It didn't work. All right, so guys, do you see here on my screen here? It says I'm a top voice in artificial intelligence. Let me tell you how powerful this is, okay? When I go into meetings, when I come into a new place, people always check me out on LinkedIn. And then the reception I get is as if I'm minimum a president of a small country, all right? Like, I'm Nayib Bukele. I'm the new El Salvador president. Everybody's like, oh my God, Zev, welcome. Now, I got to tell you a personal story about something that happened to me yesterday morning, okay? Yesterday morning, I go and meet an awesome individual, a powerful guy, somebody that I want to do a lot of business with. We meet at a very fancy business club. We meet very early in the morning, and I come in. We sit down. The first question I get is like, oh my God, Zev, how are you so big on LinkedIn? How are you doing all these things on LinkedIn? That was the first thing. And this is a leader. This is somebody that is on my level or maybe higher. Okay. So this is so freaking powerful. And when people see that, they assume that you are the top person in that thing, which is artificial intelligence in my case. So,
and I think some context for that story, Zev, that reception, that's, what you tend to get as a top voice. But before they looked you up on LinkedIn, how did they treat you? Because I think I know who you're talking about here.
This is a wonderful, wonderful interjection. So first time I met this gentleman was on a sale call that Daniel arranged for me. Okay, so Daniel was prospecting, found a really cool company, and got us into a meeting, which was awesome and amazing. Now, in the meeting, we were with this CMO, again, awesome individual. We love you, Tom. So he basically looked at me as a salesperson, and he was completely like, you can feel that he was questioning everything that we were saying. After the meeting, he looked me up and everything changed. Okay. And now we're friends. And now we're doing things together and helping each other grow. From seeing me as some salesperson that wanted to sell him something, now he sees me as one of the top AI minds in the world. Okay, and that's a huge, huge change. So immediately after that meeting, he sent me his cell phone. Okay, immediately after that meeting, we set up a one-on-one meeting that we're gonna go do. This is powerful, ladies and gentlemen. It's like having a crown on your head when people go look at you on LinkedIn, literally, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's an emblem, literally just sitting there. It's like you get your, it's an achievement. It's amazing, and everyone can see it.
So let's talk a little bit more about kind of who's a good person for this. So we're not gonna share kind of our secret sauce, but tell me, Max, who are we looking for? People to help them. We're looking for people that do what on LinkedIn?
People who are regularly posting, people who are consistently visible to their community, people who can, people who are industry legends, people who are trying to be noticed, trying to get more likes, followers. Engagement is the biggest part of that, because I mean it's 50% more engagement with a link, with a top voice emblem just sitting there right on your LinkedIn page. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Basically, guys, like it's marketing, right? You're showing exactly what you're an expert on right on there. And it's
Yeah.
also something that a lot of our clients, and Daniel, you know this, Max, you kind of know this, everybody wants to be everything for everybody, yet that doesn't work, right? So
Right.
this allows you to choose one thing that you do best, one thing that you want the whole world to know about you. For me, it's AI. I want the world to know that I can help you with AI. Okay. So to each of us, it actually helps us kind of focus, because a lot of the executives, a lot of the leaders I know, they don't want to limit. They want to help in everything. But there's one thing you do best. There's one thing that you can really help people. Put that on your top voice. Okay. And we can help you do that. And actually, Daniel and Max, you guys came up with something really, really cool that we're going to share with everybody kind of soon. We have a little of a competition going on. But before that, Max, can we talk to people before they even do a top voice? What should you do on LinkedIn on a daily basis in order to even be eligible and kind of show your community the value that you're giving?
Like, comment, share, post, main four things. But also, venturing and exploring like what I said, industry leaders, people who are in the same field as you. Just engaging with the people who you want to explore with, people who you want to work with, people who you want to, people who you just have a common ground with, in pods and LinkedIn chats, and just reaching out is the main thing. Just be active and be visible and engage. Those are the people that are going to be top voices, and those are the people that are going to be, their visibility is going to be increased exponentially.
Daniel, you and I have been working together for a while. Now, I joke that you have an outbound mind and I have an inbound mind. Okay. Like everything in my head goes through inbound. When you kind of joined us, everything was outbound. Can you describe to me, as we're working together, how you're using LinkedIn differently, and what is the pointers you have for other people for LinkedIn for success?
So I love the question, Zev. And one thing I'll point out about LinkedIn is it really is a beautiful marriage of both, right? In terms of outbound, it's a great platform, like Max said, to go explore new groups, to make sure that you build a healthy feed so that every day you're getting in front of the best people, the best content, commenting, liking, and all of that. And in that sense, it is very outbound, right? You're stepping forward and providing value anywhere that you can. But at the same time, that is going to result and facilitate in inbound, people then coming to you for more because they enjoyed it. So it's a beautiful marriage between both. But in terms of how to like best practices, in addition to what Max has pointed out, that consistency, it boils down to providing value, right? If you are commenting just nonsense or not really digging into the material, that's what you're going to get back. But if you genuinely are caring and genuinely engaging, you're going to see that come back to you tenfold. So that would be my advice out there is to, when you're using this, be genuine, be authentic, and provide value where you can. It's the most selfish thing you can do on LinkedIn is provide free value to everybody because it's going to come back to you tenfold.
100%. One thing I learned about LinkedIn, ladies and gentlemen, LinkedIn is a reciprocity-based community, okay? You cannot expect to get anything on LinkedIn that you're not willing to give, okay? I'll say that again. You cannot expect to get anything on LinkedIn without giving that same thing. You want to get likes? Like others. You want to get comments? Comments on others, and not just silly comments that take no brain power. Read the post, listen, and put something to support. Daniel, I have a question for you. We started working together. You've been posting stuff. When somebody kindly comments on your post, how does it feel?
Oh, it feels great. And I think anyone who's posted, on any social media platform can relate to that feeling. It feels great to have that connection and validation, for the content that you've worked so hard on.
So, guys, I'll tell you a little secret. Thank you for all the comments, guys. You're awesome. Thank you, Brett. Thank you, Numan, Camila, Monica, Victoria, Hamad, Gianna. So thank you, all the commenters. If I missed somebody, I apologize. Awesome comments. Thank you, guys, very, very much. Sorry, just wanted to acknowledge that. So this is really interesting, guys. We're all humans. It doesn't matter what your title is. The president of the United States is human. The CEO of whatever alphabet company is human. The head of NVIDIA is human. We're all humans, okay? So let me share a secret with you. When you get somebody to put their heart out on something you put together and put effort on, you're going to feel awesome about it, okay? So I'm challenging everybody. Comment on people that put good content out there. It really means a lot to them, and you'll see you'll get a lot more comments. I also challenge everybody, start putting your right foot out there, okay? Share what it is that you're doing. Even if it's not the best, even if you don't like to do video, you guys see me on videos all the time. Do you really think, well, my team probably thinks so, but do you really think I enjoy doing videos? I don't suffer from it, but I don't enjoy it. There's other things I enjoy more. I like people. I like interaction, okay? Everything that I do, like this is what I love. Sitting with Daniel and Max and kind of sharing stuff with you, that's what makes me feel good. But I know that I need to put these things out on videos. And I know I need to put a video on every day. So I've probably made 1,000 videos over the last couple of years, okay? And Max keeps on asking me, do more videos on that. Daniel asked me, do more videos on this. But what I'm telling you guys, put yourselves out there. Daniel, can you share with us, you just started posting on LinkedIn a couple months back. Can you share with us the process of starting it? It's not easy, but tell us how it's going.
Yeah, so it's never, I think it's never going to be easy, and I'm not a copywriter by any means, but there's a lot of great AI out there that, you can custom build to really help you with that brainstorming process just to get you that 80% of the way. But the element that's the most important is really that personability and relatability. You need to be able to find a fresh lens to present things. And Zeev, you're really good at this, taking complex subjects and making them relatable and understandable in simple terms. It's the best way to build authority as an expert, because if you want to be an expert in anything, teach it. That's what's going to really make you an expert. And so when you're presenting this content, my advice and what I've seen work personally for me is find a way, whether it's chickens, to explain SEO and how to attract the right audience. Find a funny, relatable, everyday way to talk about something as boring and arduous as SEO, and people enjoy that. They really appreciate it, and that's the best way to provide value. Again, looping back to our earlier discussion.
So you guys, I know you guys are very savvy on LinkedIn, and I'm kind of behind Daniel, very, very far behind Zeev. Just kind of getting started with that. One of the questions that I keep trying to get on top of is what are specific trends do you see that LinkedIn is using in terms of content and engagement? Like what trends are emerging within LinkedIn so I can be on top of that and kind of ride that wave all the way through.
Authenticity, not just LinkedIn, like throughout, like if there's one like major thing that I would recommend to everybody is be authentic. I'm going to share this with you guys. I do a lot of videos. I do one take. I don't care that I messed up a word. I don't care that maybe the thing, I don't want to be, I don't want you guys to think it's a show. I'm not putting on a show. I'm just putting myself out there. Okay. So my advice to you, perfect is the enemy of good. Put yourself out there and people appreciate it. People understand how hard it is to put yourself out there. So whether they like it or comment it, they still appreciate it. I'm going to tell you guys a funny story, okay? Do you guys mind?
Hey, go ahead.
Not at all.
I'm originally from Israel, all right? When I go back on vacations from Israel, people think I rule America. Like they think I'm literally like one of the top like 3 guys in America because they keep on seeing me talk and speak and on stages and on lives, and it affects people, okay? You got, I got to share something with you. This is a psychological principle I've used for 20 years. Your brain is not smart, okay? Your brain is not smart. When you guys are seeing us right now on live video, okay, you do not know, your brain cannot tell whether you're seeing me or it's a screen. Intellectually, you can. But to your brain, okay, I'm now basically becoming your friend. Now, the more you see me, the more I become, I start living in your head. I become your friend. I'll give you that example with Joe Rogan. I like listening, not these days, but I used to like listening to Joe Rogan a lot, especially during COVID. I had a lot of Joe Rogan hours, okay? Joe Rogan has been in my head for so long, probably longer than most of my best friends. Think about this. The amount of time that Joe Rogan spoke inside my head is probably more than Daniel. How often do I listen to Daniel for 3 hours speak in my ear, right? So Joe Rogan now has in my brain is one of my best friends, okay? So immediately there's going to be a positive connotation when I hear his voice, okay? I've been on LinkedIn for a long time. I know a lot of you have seen me for a long time. I can tell you that if you like my content, then every time you see me, hear my voice, you're like, oh, great. There's some content, there's some good thing coming. So the point is, put yourself out there, give value, and build it. Okay, if you build it, they will come. Right? There's a sentence like that. So put yourself out there. Don't be afraid. Be authentic. Give value. This is something I tell so much of my customers. They don't want to give their secret sauce. Give value. Daniel and I have this discussion a lot. Our clients are not going to do this themselves. Okay. A CEO of JetBlue is not gonna try to figure out how to get their own top voice on LinkedIn. They're gonna see the value and they're gonna contact Max or myself. Okay. And actually, Daniel, I think this is a great time to do what you kind of had planned. I know you have some surprise for everybody. Do you mind sharing it?
Not at all. Not at all. So for everyone out there, we have another challenge for you. And that is to comment. We're going to select a winner from today's live to have top voice done for them, just as a fun promo. So what I'm going to ask from you guys to do right now is to comment top voice in the comments, all lowercase, all uppercase, doesn't really matter. Just comment top voice. We're going to select a lucky winner. We're going to run a free top voice for you. And for those that get second place, don't worry, we haven't forgotten about you. We're actually going to offer you a free SEO audit, something we usually charge about $2,000 for. Again, we're going to just offer that to the people that are on the live right now today as a thank you. And if you are interested in upping your LinkedIn profile and optimizing it, learning from people, taking a couple notes from Zeev's book of best practices as well as mine, we also have an optimization guide. If you want to comment optimize. So that's my challenge for you. If you want the top voice, just comment top voice. We're going to pick a lucky winner at the end of this and be in contact. And all second place people, you're going to get that SEO audit.
I got to shout out somebody, Diane, which I just met, an amazing speaker, really brilliant lady. Thanks for watching, Diane. We appreciate you. Gianna, thank you. Camila, thank you. Brett, thank you. Hamad, thank you. We're really excited to get this stuff going. Everybody, please comment top voice And basically, we're going to have one winner where we're going to put together a plan to get you to top voice. Now, not everybody is eligible for top voice, but we can get you there. So we promise everybody that put, thank you, Alexander. Thank you, Monica. This is awesome. So we're going to give you that. We're going to run that contest, and we're going to let everybody know who won that contest. Now, we have a few more minutes, Daniel. And maybe Diane, you're so welcome. Maybe we open this up for questions. Gianna had an amazing question that I didn't want to stop you because you were on a roll, but this is a great question.
Oh, this is a good one. Yeah. How long does it take for top voice designation? Max, you're the LinkedIn top voice. I'm going to pass this one on to you. How long does it take? And like, what's the,
it really depends on which, it really depends on which, like if we get some CEO that's been posting on LinkedIn for years, it's much quicker. If we get somebody that's never posted, that will be a little bit of a slower process. But go ahead, Max.
Yeah, I'm going to sound like Zeev a little bit here, but the key word here is consistency. You have to be consistent. And going on what Gianna asked, it was more about how long does the designation last on your LinkedIn page? The right answer is 60 days, but you can extend that if you just remain consistent. That is all it is. Just keep being consistent, keep responding on articles, keep liking top voice, just keep doing what you have to do. Create engagement. Just what we've been saying this whole time. If you are engaging, if you are commenting, if you are putting yourself out there, they will see the consistency, and there will be more and more and more. And the emblem, the achievement, the certification will sit on your LinkedIn page for eternity if you just remember consistency.
Love it. So great question, Gianna. Every 60 days, LinkedIn's run their algorithms and figures out who are the top voices. Okay. So yes, it takes time and effort to make it happen. And then it takes time and effort to continue it. Okay. So you got to continuously give value, contribute, give value. And then the entire community of LinkedIn needs to vote you up. Now, if you give really, really, really good contributions, guess what? The community is going to vote you up. If you give value, if you do all these things, things are going to happen. So it takes between a month, a couple of months, depends on the person. And then when you get it, you can lose it every 60 days if you don't continuously do what you need to do in order to continue giving value to your LinkedIn community. I hope that makes sense. So I would love to open this up. I know we're about to end our time. Daniel, is there any questions you think our audience want to know? Guys, if you want to ask more questions, please let me know. We have a funny comment from Numan. Now I know how to become a celebrity. That's awesome, man. A LinkedIn celebrity, which is even better.
Absolutely. And that's so what I'd really like to hear more about. I'm a very analytical guy, and I think our audience might appreciate this coming from you, Max. I'm going to put you on the spot here. Totally fine if you don't, but I'm curious, what kind of analytics do you expect? Like having a badge and having recognition, being seen as a credible authority in front of your market and like thought leader, that's valuable. But when it comes down to the nitty gritty metrics, what could someone expect on average to see performance wise if we dive into those metrics?
Yeah, 50% more engagement is probably the biggest one you will face, because that's half. You are at what, like, let's say you're at 1,400 followers. You are going to expand that to, you have 1,400 views on a video or a post. That is going to go to I'm blanking here. That's going to go to 28. It's going to go to 2,800 because you're a top voice. You are going to get 20 to 30% more likes, more comments, more shares. It's going to increase visibility, which is what I've kind of been saying. It's going to enhance credibility. Career advancement is a big part of it, and professional growth is something to focus on too, because you could be the top, you could be the CEO, the COO, you could be the leader of, you could be Jeff Bezos, but it's all about professional growth. It's all about seeing who you are as an expert in your field, and that's probably the biggest thing I can put out there is professional growth, networking opportunities I see up there as well, brand building, career. Yeah, I mean, all right here.
That's incredible. So basically what you're saying is, and I suppose this is, part of what, makes someone eligible, but leveraging what you're already doing, this status is essentially going to double, if not triple that.
100%. 100%. And
Wow.
it's all about, like what Zev said, authenticity and consistency. It's
very cool.
Just by getting that emblem on your LinkedIn page.
Gianna, thank you for your awesome comment. So this is what Gianna just put. I compare being a LinkedIn top voice in LinkedIn community to getting a meta verified by Instagram or Facebook. It builds social and professional credibility in the eyes of the users. 100%, Gianna. So guys, can I share a couple of things that have been happening to me with this top voice?
Yeah, please.
I had to refuse three paid speaking engagements that people reached out to me on LinkedIn that, I can't tell you it's 100% because of that, but I can tell you it's a big part of having this designation. I had to just say no to 3 speaking engagements in the coming weeks. I've been getting flooded with opportunities. People want me to talk to them, talk to their team, speak, invite me to events, all because of this. Now, again, before I had a top voice, it wasn't like I wasn't getting opportunities on LinkedIn, but now I'm literally getting at least 40% more. And the credibility that I get when I do meetings with people that research me on LinkedIn is now they're like, oh, Mr. Wexler, instead of what do you want? Okay, it's a huge difference, guys. Like people look at you differently. So, let's just go over these. Increased visibility by about 20-30%. Enhanced credibility. I don't even know if you can measure that. It's like by 500%. Networking opportunities. Absolutely. Professional growth. I've gotten so many speaking and writing opportunities. Now I'm more inclined to do the speaking than the writing, but hey, I like to speak more than I like to write. I have to write, but I love to speak. Increased followers and engagement, 100%. Brand building. People that look at me on LinkedIn now know I'm an AI expert immediately. And career advancement. If you want to grow in your career, there's no better place to do it than LinkedIn. So, guys, please, anybody that did not comment top voice, we're going to run a contest. We're going to let you know who won first place. Second place will win a free SEO audit. And we're going to give you a lot of value with that. And Daniel, why don't you kind of share your thoughts? Max, share a couple of the things before we finish. And this was so nice. Everybody, thank you for your participation.
Yeah, no, really, really happy to have everyone here and such great comments. I love seeing some of these names pop up. And I guess to end things, I would like to, I'd like to, just put it out there. If, even if you're not a first place winner, if you're still interested in the top voice, and that sounds interesting, or someone who is, Max, how can people find you or get a hold of you? I assume LinkedIn is probably a good platform. What other ways can people engage with you?
Yeah, I mean, LinkedIn is a main one. You can go, like Zev said, you can reach out to Zev as well. Yeah, reach out to me at LinkedIn, and I will be there right away. That's yeah.
I love
Max
it.
Rose.
Super easy. Awesome. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for both of your time. And again, Jessica, really hoping you feel better. Couldn't be more excited for our next live. Zev, anything to add before we part ways?
Max, we called you on here like 2 hours before. You killed it. Thank you. Jessica, we miss you, and we'll put this together next time, and everybody's going to really, really enjoy what Jessica had to say. And Daniel, thank you for putting this together, planning this. I appreciate you very much. Everybody, look at LinkedIn as a tool and really consider top voice. And if you need any help from us or have any questions, I'm on LinkedIn. Max is on LinkedIn. Daniel's on LinkedIn, and we would all love to help you. If you want to know about AI, reach out to us. Immersive experiences, reach out to us. SEO and everything we just talked about, we're here to help you guys. Thank you. And guys, you're awesome. I truly appreciate it.
Thank you,
Thank
Zev.
you so
Always
much.
a pleasure, Max. And everyone on LinkedIn, have a fantastic rest of your week.